Fruit, that would be a carbohydrate. 15 grams would be a serving exchange. So if you like, for example, bananas, half a banana that's 9 inches long would be an exchange. If you like watermelon, a cup and a fourth will be an exchange. Now remember, what determines how long food stays in your stomach or gastric emptying time is how long it takes it for it to become a liquid and leave your stomach. So if we were to look at fruit juice will leave your stomach right away and it causes your blood sugars to skyrocket, right? And it goes so far up in your body, ends up turning into something called triglycerides. And triglycerides is just another way of saying fat floating in your blood. And we know that if your triglycerides are greater than 100, it doubles your chances of a heart attack. And remember, insulin, our friend, well, one of the problems with fruit juice is fruit has this natural sugar called fructose, and fructose tends to raise your sugar levels, but it does not cause an insulin secretion. So what that means is that when fructose hangs around in your blood, it ends up binding to hemoglobin. And when you want to go see how your blood, you want to see your sugar levels, how good your sugar levels are, if you had a blood glucose meter right now, that machine will poke your finger and it'll tell you what your blood sugar levels are right now. So when diabetic patients that aren't really being careful, they control it for a day before they go see their doctor and say, hey, you know, see how good I am? It's between 120 and 80 or 90. Well, the doctor or dietitian will take their blood and measure something called hemoglobin A1C, and it tells the doctor that the red blood cell has about a 90 to 120 day lifespan. So since all this excess sugar has bound to their blood cells in the form of hemoglobin, when they measure hemoglobin A1C, the doctor will know how good they've been the past 90 to 100 days. So hemoglobin A1C is one of the tools that doctors can use to diagnose whether to see if you have type 2 diabetes. And fructose, or fruit sugar, is a leading cause of diabetes in children. So remember how you had type 1 and type 2? Well, in type 1 diabetics where you don't make any insulin, and used to be called juvenile diabetes, and that usually meant that you got a virus or something happened that attacked your pancreas, which caused you to stop making insulin. So now that you have to take insulin shots, now it would take you a lifetime to get so fat that you would plug your receptors with fat and trash your pancreas, so you'll be an adult by then. So what's called type 2 diabetes or adult onset diabetes, but it's changed. Now we have these 8-year-old kids getting so fat too that they have type 2 diabetes, so they're not adults, so we can't call them adult diabetes anymore. And the reason? The leading cause for children's diabetes is because of fruit juice. So parents, when you thought fruit juice is good for your kids, you should rethink this again and reconsider. Fruit juice and the other drinks that have high fructose corn syrup, and mostly fruity drinks have high fructose corn syrup, it may even say they're natural, it doesn't mean it's healthy. So please, no fruit juices. So again, we like to avoid fruit juices because of their high fructose content, okay?